Hello guys, what is going on? We are here back for another video of our My Team career mode. Yes, it's been a long break, I know. I've had stuff to do. Sorry about that, but without further ado, let's get ready for our My Team career mode video. Alright, so we're just doing some practice activities right now, and I hope you guys are having a good day. And our last race in Bahrain, I think we came like in P12 or P13. I don't really remember, but I know we're starting on an uphill trend here. We finished P13 in Bahrain. Yes, P13. You know, nothing really happened in our past two races of note, but this race, I think we're aiming for a top 10, definitely, in the future. So I really hope we do good this race. And there we go, we're just getting the activities finished. And now we're gonna advance time for a little bit. And we will see you on track. Let's hope all our updates came through. Let's see.
Okay.
Yes, our upgrades have come through. And so, here we go. I'll see you at the Chinese Grand Prix.
Our new parts have been completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready.
And here we are for the Chinese Grand Prix. Now we're doing qualifying right now, and I really hope I do good in quali this weekend, because this is gonna be a big race for us. It really will be. This race is gonna be huge for us. And here we go, we're getting ready to start our quali lap, and we are going through the snail turn here at China. Now, one thing I don't like about this is how I went really wide in the beginning of the turn, but seem to figure that out through the end of the snail turn, and we're just trying to keep up with the rest of the field. And just going around that turn, coming up to the S's here at China. And I think I've mentioned this before, or maybe I haven't, but I really like the pit wall here at China. That big circle tower, it looks really cool. And now we come onto the straight, we're just falling back here. This wasn't our best effort at qualifying, but it was still something. We're a startup team built from scratch. We're using the Mercedes power unit, and we're just trying to keep up with the field in our first ever season. And here we go into the hairpin for the final time in our lap. And here we come out of the hairpin, out of the short chute into the final turn. And we go wide out of the final turn, and it will be a P15. So yeah, that's our qualifying run. That's a pretty good qualifying run if you ask me. But yeah, alright, so here is our finishers: Bottas, Hamilton, Vettel, Verstappen, Ricciardo, Sainz, Leclerc, Albon, Perez, Norris, Stroll, Ocon, Gasly, and we have Kvyat down in P14. Then we have me, Grosjean, Raikkonen, Magnussen, my teammate, Russell, Giovinazzi, and we have Nicholas Latifi. Claire wants to ask us some questions. And let's see, what are they? Who's our main competition on the grid right now? I'm gonna say it's Magnussen. we've been fighting with them a little bit this season, but not too much. And then it's the start of the season. How do you think things are going to go? And you can really never tell this early. So, alright, here we are for the Chinese Grand Prix. I'll let them show you the starting grid.
It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. We're here in Shanghai. Shanghai International Circuit then, a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests a driver's patience, and the flat, open to the elements location, tests their skill in a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and overtaking is available into turn 1, and of course down the kilometre-long back straight into the hairpin at turn 14. Joining us today to oversee all the thrills and spills, it's Anthony Davidson. And great to see you. How are you feeling about the race today, and how are the circuit conditions from what you've seen?
Well, it's looking a bit cold out there, if I'm honest. These tyres have quite a narrow operating window in terms of the temperatures they need to extract the best grip. So with a cold track surface, it's going to be harder to keep those temperatures up, which will lead to lower grip and maybe more mistakes.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Verstappen, Daniel Ricciardo, and Sainz, Leclerc, Albon, Perez, and Lando Norris, Stroll, Ocon, Pierre Gasly, and Kvyat. The owner driver, Grosjean, Kimi Raikkonen, and Kevin Magnussen. Hubert, Giovinazzi, Latifi, and George Russell ends our grid lineup. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Only a few places away from a point to finish last race.
Here we are,
Hoping you
getting
can do
ready
it today.
for the Chinese Grand Prix. Here we are in the beautiful track of China for the Chinese Grand Prix, starting 15th on the grid, getting ready for lights out in just moments time. And here we go. The lights are counting down, and it's
lights out, and away we go
for the Chinese Grand Prix as we head off down into turn 1. Who will get the run? Oh, I back out of it. I think wisely. We're up to P13 already, now losing a spot to P14, and we have a warning for a collision with Pierre Gasly. Now, I don't think that will affect us too much in the running of this Grand Prix, but still, it's not good to lose spots this early in the race as we go for a dive bomb on Gasly. And can we stick it? No, we can't. We pull back, and we're cruising in P14. Oh, we have Grosjean trying to make a move on us. Here we go. There's Gasly right on our inside. That's who we are focused on right now. And we're just trying to keep up with him. We cannot lose Gasly. We have to keep up with him. And we have Grosjean right behind us as well. This is just a full freight train coming down the backstretch for the first ever lap of China when Braun GP returns. Yes, Braun GP has returned for the Chinese Grand Prix. It's really good. Really good. Oh, I go for a huge dive bomb, and this ruins our race. I really did. I meant to go for a smaller dive bomb, but it messed up our race really bad. We had really bad handling for a bunch of it. That takes out Norris, takes him out of contention for points, definitely. So, Norris gone. I was holding P11, but we had to replace our front wing. And I was hoping to get a good result today, not damage our front wing. But these things happen sometimes, and it's unfortunate. As we get passed by Gasly, whoa, he passes us already. We're not going to go fighting back because we don't want to get any more damage to our wing. And here comes Stroll. He tried to make a pass, but did not work. He's still keeping right behind us, just in case me or Gasly makes an accident, so he can try and make his way up to points. Started P15, we're up in P12. I'd say that was a pretty good start, except for the incident we had with Lando Norris. But we're on the back stretch for the second time. We're just trying to keep everything clean now and make sure we don't mess up. And here we are. We're coming to lap 5 of the Chinese Grand Prix. Nothing really happened in this race, but still we're trying to make our way through the field. There's no one really near us, but I've still noticed we haven't lost that much downforce. And here we go, coming out of the turn, our pit stop section, whatever it's called again, it's open now, so we can now pit from like lap 5 to 10, I think is our laps that we're supposed to pit. But yeah, our pit strategy is now open, and we should be coming in next lap or this lap, if I'm not mistaken. Here we are, we're getting ready to come in for our in lap. It is now lap 6, our lap we're going to be pitting. And yes, a couple cars did come in for their pit. And we're on the short chute to get in the pit lane. And here we go. Pulling it into the pits for the only time we need to pit this weekend. And yes, I made a big mistake since our car didn't have horrible downforce. I didn't think I was going to need to repair the wing, but I forgot to tell them not to. So we had our wing repaired. And so this isn't that good, I guess you could say. But horrible luck for us. It's our wing is changed. Oh, and we get spun too coming out of the pits. That just messed us up even more. That is not good. And now what we had to do from here on was put it into rich mode and just try and run it all the way home. Having a huge battle with Grosjean, even though Magnussen's our rival. We make some contact with Grosjean, but here we go, right to the outside. We're gonna follow him into turn 1. Yes, we're following him up into turn 1. We make the move on him into the snail turn, and we pull it off. Here's Giovinazzi. We get a warning there. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, Raikkonen, my bad. Giovinazzi's up and down is P18. But Raikkonen is P15. He's the next one we have to try and catch before this race ends. And here we go for a move on Raikkonen. We're doing it up into the snail turn on lap 9 of 14, and we get by Raikkonen. We are just piecing these guys together one by one. And our next position is our rival up in P14, Kevin Magnussen. I really hope we get by him this race, and hopefully really do good. Yeah. We're still just trying to catch Magnussen. We're not really gaining on him, but we're not losing time on him. And the reason why you see 21 cars. Leclerc blew his engine in this race. That's what happened, and yeah, let's see if we do get past him. I'm not really sure what happened here, guys, but I am super sorry. Somehow my footage got corrupted, but yes, that's me finishing the race. Yes, we did get by Magnussen, so we finished P13. That is our highest finish so far. So we beat our rival by 1 position. That's what matters. I'm sorry I couldn't show you the overtake, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed the race. And Claire has some questions to ask us from this Grand Prix. I really think we did do good today, but she's asking us if we must be ecstatic with how we're performing. They really are. I mean, they're happy we're doing this, and we had a close battle with Magnussen today, and yeah, we're both pushing each other and we're both getting better. And I did have a bit of contact. I mean, no one's really at fault. It's just a racing incident. And the same question as last question Claire just asked, and basically we're all on top of our game. These things happen, and we are loading back into HQ after our race, and we are getting ready to come here for our next race, which is the Dutch Grand Prix. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.